Good morning. I'm having my little matcha in my backyard. I'm trying to get my serotonin up. I don't know if it's working. I haven't even started talking and I'm already crying. I wasn't sure if I was going to say anything about it just because obviously it's really hard for me to talk about. But if you guys watch Canceled or you followed me for a while, you know that my grandparents raised me. I say it all the time, but like they are the most important people in the world to me, and they like completely just like rescued me from like a really horrible situation. And I feel like I don't really talk about my grandma a lot because it's really hard for me to talk about. It's like I just am so sensitive about her. Obviously I have some pretty serious mommy issues, and I don't know, she's just like my hero. But I mean, like almost like 15 years ago, I want to say now, is when she started to get sick. She has dementia, and I want to say it was like around 16 when she started like kind of losing it a little bit. I feel like a lot of people, like unless you've experienced it, like a lot of people don't really understand like that, like even though obviously she was still alive, like it was a major like grief process. And I'm the most emotional person in the world, but I became so good at compartmentalizing and just not even allowing myself to like think about what was happening to her, because it was just like the most literal painful thing ever. But I feel like for me personally, it like really came and went in waves. I feel like the bigger and like more exciting my life got, the harder it was for me to not have her, because I just like obviously you just want to share what's going on in your life with like the people. Oh my god, can I even talk? There were just so many things that I wanted to share with her, like, you know, I got engaged and I couldn't tell her, and it was just like, I don't know, I feel like I've just been experiencing this like extremely like drawn out grief, even though, you know, she's like still alive. But my grandma was like me, she was super emotional as well, and she was extremely anxious, like so bad that she wouldn't leave her house for months at a time. She wouldn't get in an elevator, she wouldn't drive on the freeway. Like she was so claustrophobic and anxious that it was also just like, oh my god, it made me sick to think about her being like trapped inside a body that was not able, you know. Obviously just kept getting worse. She couldn't walk or talk or use the restroom or anything on her own, and I know that like being trapped inside of a body would be like the last thing in the world that she would want. Of course, you know, selfishly, like I just was not prepared to lose her. It's like the number one thing I've dreaded my entire life. I knew that like that's just my worst nightmare. And I don't know, I literally just hoped obviously that we could delay that like as long as possible, but she did pass away. And of course I'm so happy that she's just out of her suffering and she doesn't have to live that way anymore. But oh my god, you know, you just like, of course you never ever want to live through that. And I don't know, I feel like again I like compartmentalized so well that I was able to push a lot of that like out of my mind, and I feel like now it's kind of all hitting me at once. She's really been gone for so long, but now